check out our shirt on Tespring.
Hey folks, what's happening? What's going on in the world? A little curious, not too nosy. I'm going to talk about this movie. It's kind of like a drama, comedy, bit of a dark comedy. And the name of this film is called A Man Called Otto. It came out in 2022. It is a remake of a 2012 movie called A Man Called Ove. Also, the movie came from a book with the same title. Pure honesty, it didn't really surprise me. This movie based on a European book, because the United States, there's certain topics they don't want to talk about it. You know, they kind of believe that if you don't talk about it, it'll just go away. The movie starts as Otto is at a hardware store. He's trying to buy some rope, but he only wants like 5 feet. But for some reason, the computer of the store will charge him for 6 feet. They say, I don't want to pay extra, so much for an extra foot. I don't need a 6 foot. I need 5 foot. And just so pretty much the cashier can't do anything because the cashier is programmed to charge a customer so much rope. And all just looks at them. You can't do anything. You can't think for yourself. It kind of tells about his story because he's not a really hateful person. He's just annoyed and frustrated about how things are and how people will not make attempts to fix things. So the next thing he shows up to work and they're having a goodbye retirement party for him. He's not too happy because he's being forced to retire. They were have some dumb teenager to have his position made him into his supervisor and train him. It kind of tells you about United society. It's like what corporation looks at as a number. They don't care about the value to the company. It goes down to money. And if you can find somebody that they could boom and cheaper, they'll do it instant. Also, he becomes unofficial person, goes around looking violates. He just writes around taking notes, but there's nothing they can do about it. But he's just really frustrated how people just let things slide and let corporation corrupt the rest of us. That's his point of view. Also, later on, we found out why about the rope. The best way to describe this, a lot of people may find it very simple, and I apologize, to off himself, but when he's about to do this, a family across the street moved in, and in a way, they kind of saved him and helped him out deal with certain things, because unfortunately his wife died a couple years before, and he's had a hard time letting it go, and there's a couple of flashbacks of why he became who he is. And there's one scene that has a flashback with his wife and say, no matter what happens, we have to live. We have to live. And at the same time, she forgot about it. He just got so into his sorrow, he didn't see the beauty of life anymore. And here comes these people are coming in his life, are trying to help him out, and they see some good to him. And in a way, maybe his wife was sending people to help him and realize, life is short. You have to persuade the people that are there to help you. And it shows him. What I like about his characters, a lot of times these characters that you see in movies are uptight old men or racist bigots, and they go around saying a bunch of homophobic slurs or racist slurs. But this character is a little different. He doesn't really do it. He's really annoyed about people. That's his point of view. He's tired, annoyed. He just wanted to end everything. But in a way, he's growing. Because you're old, a certain age, doesn't mean you're learning. And he's learning, and the lady across the street sees that in him and tries to open his heart and helps him out and guide him. As all about is there's people out there that just need a little attention, somebody to talk to, and you just be amazed, how much they'll change. And a lot of great characters in this movie. There's some scenes kind of cheesy, a lot of dark humor towards it. There's some topics a lot of people will not talk about because once again, if you don't talk about it, it'll just go away. I enjoy this movie. It's a great movie. It kind of has 80s cheesiness to it, Well, the rest, I mean, a lot of people complained it was too long because they had to insert the flashback explaining who he is. I kind of liked, the character development, why Otto became who he is. So it's a decent movie. Most of it takes place in the court, him dealing with his neighbors and all that fun stuff in his day. This movie would be great with somebody who's dealing with mental illness. It kind of tells people how you look in life is not really what's going on. And there's hope in there. And there's hope for you to become a better person, to grow. That's very much I took message for this movie. And we're never too old to learn things. I mean, let me know about this movie. Like and subscribe. Maybe do better next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.